fight fans. This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and it is Saturday. I am just out of the hospital. Little slow, sluggish, but I am here, and I am live, and let's talk some boxing. I will let the people subscribe, bars, and I'll let people come on. My proud, my Counterpunch Boxing News squad, my crowd. Yeah, man. And I've been just shooting out videos left and right because I'm home. I'm back in my casa. I got to check on my dad in a little bit, see how he's doing. But I wanted to get in touch with you guys because I seen an article, right? And the article was concerning Tyson Fury. And you know how he, of course, has his own negotiations. Jalen Cornwall, counterpunch to you, brother. Love you back, Jalen. Counterpunch to you. And, he's in negotiations with Alexander Usyk and all that. But his brother, Tommy Fury, is signed, sealed, delivered, done in Saudi Arabia with Jake Paul. Let's see if they get there this time. So, and Tyson Fury, we've been taking receipts. Anything on Jake Paul, Tommy Fury, I've been counterpunching. Okay, I have people in the Caribbean, different places. So I'm like this, right? We've heard him say he's a YouTuber. We heard him say he's a television personality. We heard him say he's a novice. We heard him say anything but he's a legitimate boxer that's ready to take Jake Paul's head off. Okay? I think Tommy Fury will win. He better win because this is what I'm about to drop on you. Jalen and company. Jalen, because he's the only one commenting. Let's hit that like button. We got 12 people in here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. When you come in, wipe your feet. Let's hit that like button as we meet. Bars. Tyson Fury said one of the weirdest things. Guitars for you, brother. Counterpunch to you. He said, I'm in limbo. Yeah, he said, I'm in limbo. I'm literally in limbo. I don't know, if you don't know what limbo means I'm uncertain. And it's no real big surprise to see Tyson Fury not for sure on something. If anything, he's had his last 5 years coming back into the ring uncertain. He might say this thing, then another thing, then another thing, then another thing, then, he's flip-flop, right? That's definitely a person of limbo. But then when it comes to your own flesh and blood, when it comes to something that depends on your birthright, your namesake, how would you not know who is going to win, right? That's my thing. Why won't you know that? How won't you know that Tommy Fury? Why don't you have confidence? And that's what gets me. It's like, where is the confidence for your own brother? You forgot about your brother. Right? And it seems just like, to me, it's like, what did he see versus what he didn't see with Tommy Fury to make him say that? You think about it. That's actually insulting to Tommy Fury, right? Because Tommy Fury's like, okay, well, what the hell? Why, Tyson? You're in limbo? You think this punk's gonna beat me? You think this bleach blonde head punk is gonna beat me with rings on every finger, looking like a black Mr. T? I pity the fool, man. I pity the fool, man. Think about it. Trying to get Psyche, his brother up, maybe guitar for you. I hope so. Guys are really sleeping on AJ. I think he can make it to the top again. Jalen Cornwall. Look, it's AJ's time. He's already on the redemption list. I got more and more people coming. AJ's just there. We won't know what AJ does until he does it. The talk of AJ doing anything, it shows confidence, it shows a prediction, it shows optimism, but at the end of the day, everyone that was doubting AJ are not alone. Anthony Joshua is not any different from anyone else. He was once on top. He's a two-time former heavyweight champion of the world, but he's lost back to back. At this time, it's time for him to settle down and regroup. That's what's going on with him right now. But what I'm thinking about is two undefeated guys. Jake Paul now fighting a real fighter. A real fighter. Not a basketball player. Not an old-ass grappler. Not a once-upon-a-time good guy like the guy he knocked Spark out. Right? I don't know why I can't remember his name. I'm looking at him. Tyrone Woodley. Right? None of that. Not old legends like Anderson Silva, but this is a legitimate boxer that has never tasted defeat, and he's a fury. And the big Billy Goat, Tyson, the Gypsy King, his own brother, his big brother, is saying, I'm in limbo. When I heard that, I just needed to talk to you guys about it. Yo, Kurt, how's it going? Make respect from the UK, my man. Metalbox J, man, everything's getting better. Everything's better, man. I had some crazy stuff went on lately. Mark, evening, Kurt. Hope you're getting over the tree disaster. Exactly, Metalbox J. Yeah, I had a tree fell on my father's house. I'm in the living room chilling, taking a nap. You know how you do at your parents' house. You know, you get up, you take a nap, and then timber! Boom! Thought it was an earthquake. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what was going on. All I seen was just, it felt like for a minute. It felt like I was raising up because stuff was falling down. It was weird because I wasn't doing anything. I was just like sitting there, like I'm sitting on this couch. But anyway, that's what's going on with me. I wouldn't take much notice of Fury. He changes his mind every 2 minutes. Well, here's the thing. His mind is where it's at right now because he just said this. And see, I don't care how many times you change your mind. That doesn't matter if you change your mind. You know what matters? Is when your mind was convinced enough to change. Counterpunch. Does that make sense? What got Tyson Fury's mind to be in this particular frequency and this particular time? Something tangible had to take place. He just didn't say, I just think Jake Paul's going to beat my brother. I just think he's going to beat Tommy. He's going to have to change his name and his sex. It doesn't work that way. Tyson Fury had to see something that he did not like. I mean, he had to see something he didn't like. You know, or he had to see something he did like with Jake Paul. Counterpunch. Fury's still barred from America via his Kinahan connection. I have no idea. And you know something funny? I didn't hear anything about it, and it makes me very suspicious. Because that's the word around the campfire, and that was the reason why the second attempt for Jake Paul and Tommy Fury didn't happen. You guys remember that he couldn't come over here. He was stopped on his way to the airport. I think that's what he said. And now if he was stopped on his way to the airport, that's bullshit. Now, if he was stopped at the airport, that's different because they are the ones that stops you from going anywhere because they inform you what list you're on that you cannot fly. Yeah, bitches. CP from England. Grey Losh in the building. Counterpunch to you. Wesley, the truth. Or is he generating interest for the fight since he is the heavyweight champion? He might be. Let's hope that's what it is. We just got to wait and see. Bars. He's officially suspended from America. Okay. I wonder who's taking care of his house when he's gone. You skipped my comment, bro. Jalen Cornwell, where you at? Guys are really sleeping on AJ. No, I didn't. Is that the one? No, you just didn't hear it. No, you just didn't hear it, bro. Tommy Fury is the stiffest boxer I've seen. I know he's a novice, but he's absolutely awful. Jungle is massive. Counterpunch to you. He's a real fast, stiff guy. He kind of reminds me of Ryan Garcia on steroids. Ryan Garcia with a bigger body. You know Ryan Garcia, he's mad quick, but he's like cyborg quick. It doesn't even look natural. He's so damn fast, Ryan Garcia. You know, Ryan Garcia, man, he's like this. Albuga. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Ryan Watterson. They said about the tree with chainsaws. No, man, the contractors came out yesterday. I took my father out. He got some new clothes, some more clothes, rather. So they had to turn the power back on. And, yeah, they were like, it's going to be like 250 grand to fix it. So they're, the insurance companies, of course, they want those premiums. They want their pay. They want their cut. But when it's time to henny up, it's another story. Therefore, they're corrupt. Bars. They said, okay, Tyson gonna disown Tommy if he loses. Thunder's production. Yeah, he will, and he should. You know why? Because he said it he would. Bars. Mm-hmm. He sure did. Yeah, 250,000. He said 200,000, 250,000. I'm like, Jesus. Wow. Really? I'm gonna make another drink. Yeah, I've been taking it easy, man. I just been, recouping. I feel tired because I got a mild concussion, right? So, there you go. But yeah, man, I've been really sleeping lately, man. I feel like a vampire, honestly. Yes, my watered flavored vodka with lemon, Watered flavored vodka? What the fuck? Yeah. It's the new thing, man. Nice t-shirt. Yeah, appreciate it, man. I got this, and look, it's like people think that, oh man, you've jumped on that Usyk train. Bullshit. I've had this shirt since July of 2021. Okay? That was before he fought AJ. And that's what, it wasn't that I was rooting for anybody. And actually, it was shitty because I'm a fan of both guys. Like, I'm a fan of AJ and I'm a fan of Usyk. I would have preferred Joshua to fight Fury, and I would have preferred Usyk to fight Wilder. I would have preferred something different beside what we got, but we got what we got because these guys were actually trying to fight each other. Belu fight times. 250K, damn, you could rebuild the house for that. Yeah. And probably what'll happen, they'll give you a percentage of what the house is. They'll do that, unless you want to remodel. So it's either you remodel, and then they're responsible for the contractor's work and hours and all that shit. Then you have the stuff inside the house. I'm just glad it didn't hit my car. I would have been pissed. But it perfectly fell down because I always park at the end because of the trees. Because if I wash my car, I don't like the limbs and sticks and shit and acorns and all that to fall on my car. So I always park at the end of the driveway. That's the only reason it didn't go. It wasn't right there. If I would have parked behind my father's, boom, I would have been stranded. I would have been stuck. I would have been in a mess. Usyk was filling arena all across Europe before he got famous in America. Yeah, he was going to people's backyard, like knocking out Tony Bellew and shit in the 8th round. Going to Bellew versus Usyk, unbelievable night. Dude, I envy you because that was a hell of a fight. I remember that fight. I seen that fight live. and it was on the Zone, and I just never seen anything like it. Because Tony Bellew was performing the way that I think directors seen him, and when they casted him for the first Creed movie. If you guys can remember, it was a lot of people that didn't get casted. A lot of people that did. Andre Ward got casted. Tony Bellew got casted in the original Creed. But guys like David Hay didn't. He didn't get casted. Say less oaks and elms around my house. The sap ruins cars. We just spent 5,000 having one oak removed and two other very large oaks trimmed and topped. Wes, let me tell you something. That's the best thing you could have done. Mez, I'm breathing in that air flavored ganja. Now remember I said Amir Khan versus Canelo Alvarez. Deja vu, trust me. Tommy is Amid and Jake's Canelo. Well, the pub team version. Ha ha ha. Preach, baby. Now counterpunch. Listen, Jake Paul has a legitimate shot. Jake Paul's always had a legitimate shot. And I've always, me personally, I've always felt, okay, I've always felt this, that Tommy Fury was apprehensive. I'm not going to say scared, but apprehensive. I think he thought twice about everything he did. And ultimately it came back to, no, I'm not fighting. Oh, absolutely. Hurt the pockets, but better than replacing a roof for something getting hurt or killed. Yeah, if they're that big, man. I never been through anything like that. This has been the weirdest week ever. This has been absolutely the weirdest week ever. I've never, like, I can't describe it. It's kind of got me paranoid when I hear something. I'm kind of jerky because it's just something so unfamiliar. It's not like a gunshot. Gunshots are like, pow, okay, then you kind of jump. But this was more of a lingering thing. It was more like a tornado or a hurricane or an earthquake or something that took a while to take place, and you had to experience every bit of it. You had to experience the way that the house moved, because it literally knocked the house off the pier and beam. So the house is kind of all it's jacked up, bro. The house is trashed. I grew up in that house. If my mom was alive, she probably would have had a heart attack. What time is the Serrano versus Cruz fight on? That's a good question. It's a very good question. Trees don't give a damn about a roof. They blow through that ish like butter. Well, the good thing is the house was an old house, an older house that's just been remodeled anyway. So it's an older house with good upkeep. So the beams were strong. That's why it didn't smash through the fucking house and smash right through the room that I was in. And if that would have happened, it would probably hit that, and I probably would have been shoved forward and ran into all these debris. Probably dying. Let's just be real. Probably dying because, yeah, Serrano versus Cruz. That's tonight at 7 p.m., guys. Looks like a stacked card too. Yeah, it's a 5-fight card. Oh, the ones in my yard are huge, probably 5 feet or better at the base. 400 or 500-year-old oak trees are huge. Yeah. Scantz Rants, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Glad nobody got hurt, bro. No, not really. I just got a concussion. I've had a concussion before. Last concussion I remember having was in February 14th, 2012. Man, it's Counterpunch. Oh, happy you're still alive, man. I appreciate it. You look, people would know if something happened to me and then all of a sudden my videos stopped. Two things happen. One, I'm dead. Two, I'm in the hospital and unconscious. Or three, somebody didn't shut my shit down. Because if they shut your channel down, they just don't shut it down. It still makes revenue from the videos that are there. But those are the only three things that'll happen. Because I'm not gonna just not do, videos. Like even when I was there spending time with him, we ate a bomb ass breakfast, man. I made my dad I had done some down home sausage and I boiled them. After I boiled them for like 10 minutes, I took them out, cut them in half, put some Mrs. Dash black pepper, put them in some olive oil, pan seared them, right? After I pan seared those, put those aside on a plate to cool down. Then I took some eggs, right? He had like three eggs in the whole thing left. So I cooked all of them sunny side up, put some more olive oil down, same thing. Then I took some garlic, butter, and the olive oil. And then I, made a little base and cooked it within that. So the eggs were cooked and I put a slice of cheese on it. My dad loves pepper jack cheese. Put some pepper jack on it, put it back on there, let it melt, put it on that toasted bread with that sausage. Boom. He killed it. So I had the other part. He ate that. I ate my portion. We watched The Hunter on HBO. We watched that together. That's what me and my dad do. We watch boxing together and we watch films together. And that was it. And he got up and he went to do some work. I fell asleep. And I woke up. I was clearly up. I was just kind of sitting there like, oh, man. Ugh. And I was thinking of, like, hey, what videos do I want to bring out today? What do I do? Man, it's kind of cold in here. My feet are cold. Man, shit, I should get a bow! Debris. No, man, Uncle C stayed across. He came over, though. What, boy, what the fuck? What's going on, boy? I was like, he's looking at that tree. That shit was hilarious, man. He's like, damn, look at that bitch. It was crazy, man. I think Hearn running that third-party ticket scheme in the U.S. Hearn affiliated website is the only place to get the party Serrano tickets. Scance Rants, are you in New York? Logan. Hey, Kurt, what's your thoughts on Nas versus Aussie boxing? New Zealand versus Aussie boxing. Have you watched much of Jutis Hunt Hooney? I haven't. I figured you were doing stunt work. It would be something fairly common in regards to conscious. No. I have never been hurt doing stunts, ever. But the reason why I don't get hurt doing stunts is because, for one, I don't put myself in situations to do something that I don't know how to do, and a lot of people do it. You can't practice on set filming. If you've never done a stair fall, you can't just wing it. You have to have practice. And a lot of times, though, a lot of people, they just go for it. You just don't lie to anybody. You just can't bullshit anybody. Chef DeVille. Yeah, Adrian. That's it. Yeah, it was good, man. It was real good. It was good. My dad was like, man, this is good, I like to cook. It relaxes me, though. I really do. Like, not to like to cook everything, but if I was a chef, I would be cooking all the time. Counterpunch Boxing News, are you doing a live stream for the Amanda Serrano fight? Bryce, I may. I haven't decided yet, though. because I do have to do some stuff. Because I told my dad, because he's in a hotel right now, so I got to see him in a little bit, and depending on how long that lasts, you know, I got Serrano all the way. Let me tell you something. That tree was a big old son of a bitch. Yeah. He always says that shit, man. Listen, my Uncle C, like, his name is Cornelius, right? But they call him C. Call him a lot of shit, really. They call him like Hammer Man. They call him Bird Snow. They call him Knee Bird. They call him Bessie. They like he has like five, like fuck. They call him Clicker. Like when you go somewhere else, they call him something else. Hey, you know Clicker was down here. I'm like, who the fuck is Clicker? That's your uncle. I'm like, no shit. Stairfall, LOL. They just go for it. Imagine throwing yourself down a flight of stairs. Yeah, that's exactly what people do. Action! And I guess they let adrenaline do the rest. Hopefully you don't bust your head open. I never done that. But see, I wouldn't tell somebody that I have. You know, I don't care how much the adjustment is. Like, and a lot of people end up getting hurt, like seriously hurt or killed, because they lie and then they try to hustle by telling a lie to get on set, to get a job. And yeah, man, I know how to propel. You know how to repel. Oh, yeah, I know how to repel. Yeah. Okay. And then something ends up happening. They end up dropping to the death. It happens, bro. It does happen. It's not normal. It doesn't normally happen, but it is common. Yeah, some Tom Cruise shit. Yeah. Dude, I thought Uncle C was you with a face filter. With a face filter? Nah, I'm not big on edits like that, bro. You know, he just got warrants and shit. He doesn't really like to be seen. He doesn't like to show his face a lot. Sounds like a zombie from The Last of Us. Scance rants. I know, right? Clicker. I love that series, Scance rants. That was probably one of the best series that came out in the last 5 years. Because I think in 2017, I ended up playing the first one. You know, and then when the second one came out, oh God, it was a wrap because like I was all in. Like by that time I had played the first one again and again, and I was just thinking like, damn, and I did not know it was an adaptation from PlayStation 3, and they just redubbed the graphics for 4 because I played 4, and that was, I think at that time I had bought a PlayStation, so 4, so I bought a PlayStation 4. And that reminds me, I'm going to take my PlayStation 3 back to Austin so I can play Fight Night. But, yeah, I love the game, man. The dynamics. It's almost like playing Uncharted, but then Resident Evil, but then, it's a variation of different games. It's pretty badass. People think rappelling is easy. Full stop. It takes training. Hell yeah, it does. Wes, the truth. It's The Last of Us. You have The Last of Us 1, The Last of Us 2. They even made an HBO show. And I promised my girl that I wouldn't watch it until I came back to Austin. That's why I ain't seen the shit yet. I want to watch it, but I was going to watch because she watched me play this fucking game all the time. So we're, she watches me play it. And I still play too. I wish it was somewhere they made a third one or a prequel or some shit. Or like that 20 years between Scance Ranch, you know what I'm talking about, right? That 20 years between Joel, the thing with his daughter, because I'm not spoiling shit, but then the 20 years before he met Allie, right? So, was it Allie? Forget her name. But anyway, yeah. Which one are you on, Scance Ranch? Oh, yeah, I've heard of it, but haven't watched it yet. I think you should play the game first. TV Knowledge, how are you, Kurt? I'm glad you are okay. Man, me and you both, thank God. Seriously, I mean, I could have been fucked up. Like, I mean, they like the contractor say, "Yo, this is a real bad one right here, man." Oh yeah, yeah, it's gonna be about $250, $250,000 around here. Oh, you're watching the show. Damn you! I ain't talking about the show. I'm talking about you know, the actual game. I'm gonna have to check it out. Yeah, yeah. You know what's crazy? I actually met a stunt sister that worked on it. She ain't a stunt sister because I don't really know her like that, but she's a stunt chick. You know, to a sister I gotta know them. You know what I mean? Just like I say a stunt brother, I have to know who the fuck they are. I can't like, oh yeah, yeah, no. I don't know of them. But this chick, yeah, she worked on it, and it was pretty badass because um, we were in the van going to, we were in Austin. We were in the van, and I seen her jacket. It had The Last of Us on it. I'm like, yo, the fuck? Where you get that? She says, oh, I worked on the show for 2 weeks. What? Because, they brought the, motion capture in. So, but yeah, back to boxing, man. Like Tyson Fury, I'm just really surprised in the way he's responding because it just shows where his confidence level is. It's not there. It's not there at all. You're looking at your brother, your younger brother. You should think and you should know by training with your brother, by knowing what your brother's abilities are, by knowing what he can't take and what he can take. Kurt, what do you think about the Baldwin guy getting charged with manslaughter? I don't know, honestly. It was an unfortunate thing, but like the irony of that is, people are coming at him because he didn't like the gun laws in America. He didn't like the gun laws. So, I'm like, well, what do you do? What do you do about it? Maybe Fury's on doubts are being reflected in what Tyson said about his bro. What did he say? Scance Ranch. Which one have you played them both, or you just played part one of The Last of Us? I'm pretty sure Tyson wins this fight. You talking about Usyk? Hey, we got to see. And he did a hell of a Trump on us. Excuse me. Fake news. Fake news. Cool. Yeah, he did. You know what I mean? Now he's all stressed out and shit, looking like he's 73. And Alec Baldwin is what, 60 years old or some shit like that? I know he has some age on him by now. Um, let's see. I'm looking him up now. He's 64 years old. He looks like he's in his 70s though. Didn't finish the second one. Fury is just like Robert Garcia. If he sees something in training he don't like, then I guess he's not confident, just like Garcia did on AJ. Well, I mean, Garcia, though, that was shitty. He played the politician until that shit ran dry. Oh, Anthony, I think he's a hard fighter. I think he's real athletic. I've never seen anyone punch that hard. I never seen it. I think he's better than anyone. Then when he loses, he just didn't have the heart. He just wasn't ready. Tommy Fury doesn't really keep his hands up. I believe he will get knocked out. Well, and Jake Paul, and then see at that point too, you know what that'll mean? You know what this fight really means? This really means a true, honest, to my knowledge, introduction to the true boxing platform. This is real boxing because I don't see Tommy Fury laying down. If Jake Paul's able to pay off Tommy Fury to lay down, because that's probably what's going to be, you know, oh man, he took a dive. Tommy Fury doesn't really keep his hands up. He says, I think this fight is pure entertainment. This first will be a draw. There will definitely be a rematch. Too much money in it. They'll try to drag it out though. They'll try. If Jake is a walk in the park, why does he need Alan Babick for his sparring partner in training? Because he doesn't want to leave his name. He doesn't want to lose his name. He doesn't want to be in shame. He wants to come home. He doesn't want to be the blame. All of those. It's all the same. He does not want to lose. He doesn't want to lose, especially to Jake Paul, so you damn better be ready. Because see, their whole thing is, his whole thing is, hey, I'm fighting someone that doesn't belong in the ring with me. So I'm doing boxing a favor by getting him the F out. Getting him out. That's how you do it. Get him out. Get him out. Beat him. Get him out. Get him out. Beat him. Get him out. I'm not sure who will win between Jake or Tommy. It's embarrassing if Tommy loses. Tommy loses, man, people are going to lose their mind. The problem child is going to stay the problem. And people are going to really start looking at this motherfucker like, yo, this guy's really doing something. He took out Tommy Fury. Even though Tommy Fury is a novice fighter. It's true, he is a novice fighter. But if he knocks out a Fury, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Most definitely. Like G Money. Most definitely. Most definitely. Honestly, after Tommy's last fight, he better be training hard. Yep, pure name recognition. Well, he can't fight Tyson. Even if Jake loses, I think he will come back and take it like a man. Well, he should. I mean, we'll learn a lot about all these guys tonight. Whoever wins or loses. And I hope it's a KO. Because I don't want to see any draw. I want to see something definite. Right? I want to see something definite for sure. I want to see someone's head knocked off. I want to see a Deontay Wilder knockout. The problem child is faster than Tommy Fury. Well, he's going to have problems because Tommy's going to be throwing that 1-2 all night long. He's going to be throwing that 1-2 all night long. Okay? That's exactly what he's going to be doing. He's not going to be fucking around either. He's going to be throwing that 1-2. Well, see, the thing is, Jake Paul likes to fight. He's flat-footed, sure. He's flat-footed, but he likes to fight. Yo, did you see the interview with Jake Paul and Tyson when Tyson walked in and Jake looked like he was going to shit himself? He was hilarious. Then when Tyson left, it was like, fuck, I thought he was going to hit me. Well, yeah. Because, Tyson, you don't want a bigot guy like that. That's kind of overwhelming. It's just you turn around and, He couldn't even KO that Polish boxer who was 10-1, so I see why Babick is in the camp. Well, he needs preparation. He needs to say he had no excuses. He can't pull that Chris Eubank Jr. shit saying I only came in at 50% or whatever percent. He can't do that shit. He couldn't even. Yeah, let's see. Callum, the last fight he had with the black guy, Tommy looked subpar at best. Horrible fight. Michael Buffer, I don't even know what Tommy's special move is, at least with Jake. It's his right hand. But Tommy, he doesn't have any. His look, his best thing is his name. And that's not going to be enough. But I mean, I hope he doesn't come in pissed off or nervous or just overwhelmed, like mentally broken. You know, this is what I wonder, right? I wonder if jab and run, literally. I wonder if if Tommy Fury loses, will he go through like mental illness? Random, but I just saw the big George Foreman movie trailer and it looks amazing. Even got Nas If I Rule the World for trailer. Perfect. Vincent Salamantino. Look, I think it's going to be a good fight. I know a lot of people in it, so I'm happy to see him. I'm glad, but I auditioned for the Ali part in that film. Vince, I've been seeing that trailer. I can't wait for it. Looks fucking great. West the Truth. You know, but yeah, I got my stunt brother Barry's in it. He plays who does he play? He plays a boxer that George Foreman fights. They criticize AJ for being a bodybuilder, but Tommy looks like he spends too much time in the gym as well. Yeah, but, you know, we'll see if he does or not. Tommy Fury only has his name and his looks. He doesn't even want to fight contenders. Nico the Best. Well, don't worry. He'll create one if he gets knocked out by Jake Paul, because that's exactly what Jake Paul will become when he knocks out Tommy Fury. Yo, the guy they got playing Ali looks nothing like him. Ali would have been, nah, can't be me. I'm too pretty. Yeah, they do that shit. And I'm not saying that because I did. But I did look a lot different. I wish they would have been filming that now. I think I would have had a better chance. I'm smaller, have more hair, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. I got casted for another boxing movie, which is called Knuckle, which that was cool. Gary Oldman, but it's a like underground bar knuckle fight. Man, what the F are we going to see? The real Fury fight we actually care about seeing? I hope so. I mean, I really do. But no, man, I think that Tyson Fury seen something with his brother that he didn't like. You know, I think he's seen something that he didn't like, definitely. And because of that, he doesn't know. He just probably don't have enough heart to say, you know what? Yeah, Martin Butler. Yeah, I hear that. I hear April 29th is the date. We got to see when it comes out, and I'm not going to post anything until we've got enough content about Usyk versus Tyson to deal with as of right now. West the Truth still waiting on Saudi that I've heard. Well, it's up to Tyson. They've already offered Usyk, and he's accepted that his side of the offer. So, you know, so he's offered that money. He's ready to fight. Why do you think he's saying belly? Belly. Where are you? Belly. Sign the fucking paper, Belly. Because I am Phil. I am very Phil Tyson. Philly! Tyson Belly. I was watching Creed 3 trailer and it felt like I would just watch the whole movie. Yeah. I want to watch the whole thing too. That's going to be dope. Tang, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Vincent. Salamatino. I thought Ali looked off in the trailer, but the shot of him in the ring, they got somebody with perfect body type. I wonder how much CGI they use for those things. There's no telling. There is no telling. So I'm butthurt on it. I ain't gonna lie, because when it happened, and I was like, this time last year, they were filming for that. And this was right before Color Purple called me. So Color Purple was a big show. So I missed that show. And I couldn't have done them both anyway. So I'm kind of glad it worked out. But I would have been doing the show in New Orleans because they filmed a lot of it in New Orleans. They filmed it up here in Shreveport. Maybe some in Lafayette. But yeah, I wasn't really in shape because I had COVID this time last year. Well, I was coming off COVID. So, this time last year, my dad had back surgery. And matter of fact, that wasn't even that time. That was late 2021. So it wasn't even 22. They filmed through last year, which was 22. Many of Usyk fans are the AJ fans that don't like Fury. They don't even know about Usyk that much. Well, the good thing is he doesn't bullshit them and fights don't happen. So that's a good thing. So they do know more about him because it's someone else they can believe in. AJ might have let him down, but of course I think people don't watch my channel like they used to because they thought this was just like this pro AJ channel. I like AJ, but I didn't think he was going to beat Usyk. And I think what happened, people wanted to see if he was actually going to pull it off, meaning AJ. And when he didn't, they just scampered. They left. I mean, it happens though all the time. In 2019, when Anthony Joshua lost to Andy Ruiz, I might have had 19,000 subscribers at the time, which is fucking great. That's more than a lot of people's subscribers now. But after he lost, I shit you not, maybe 1,000 people fell off. I was thinking that was a code for Usyk going to the body. Strangeness. I was too. I did the video yesterday about Usyk, and he's probably saying belly. He's just like, he's saying that, maybe just saying that to throw him off. Fury Usyk, cat and my mouse. Okay. Yo, Kurt, long time, brother. Counterpunch to you. Kevin Lopez. What's up, brother? Counterpunch in the building. Kevin Lopez. He's a gypsy. He has to be a tough guy. I don't think you guys in America understand. Yeah, I understand. I mean, I know the reputation a guy with that type of background has to have. See, that kind of made me, But anyway, whenever Usyk does videos on his opponents, he's about to face, he wins. Usyk seems to be confident. But I do think Jake stylistically is bad news for Tommy. See, I haven't said it right. Bad news. But yeah, I think a lot of people just, fuck, and then, and they're mad because AJ lost. And I'm like, well, I can't help that he lost, motherfucker. Thought you wanted to hear about boxing news. No, you just wanted to hear about AJ's boxing news. And it's okay because the people that left, there were more people to replace the people that left. So it might seem kind of whatever right now, but they'll come back. Bruce Vane said the same thing when AJ lost. A lot of fans dipped off. Michael Buffer, that shit's true. AJ, that motherfucker. I mean, if you were like if I didn't do anything else but make YouTube videos, I would be fucking shitting bricks right now because it's not the same. You like the subscribers on YouTube, a lot of them customize their deal. And I'm like, damn, I can't do one on Ika Barabucci. The shit gets 300 views an hour, but AJ gets 1,000 or more an hour. And I'm like, okay, that's damn cool, but shit, what happens when AJ goes south? Everything else does. Everybody leaves. So no, Bruce Vane ain't lying. That shit's real. People are emotional. People, especially when like you don't say the right shit or they feel that you are insensitive or you're saying something contrary to what they believe, being like fanboys of whatever or whoever. In this case, AJ, shit, you can forget about it. Fucking hell, I'm gone. Fuck you, counterpunch boxing games. You fucking yank. Fuck you, AJ's best. Who would beat the rest of you, you fucking moron? Bollocks! Fighting dudes like Franklin won't do anything to rebuild AJ's reputation. No? He's just looking for a W, bro. I think. Martin, yeah. Looking forward to that one. Joyce in round 8, TKO my prediction. Absolutely. I like Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce is a big, jolly giant. He's funny as shit, too. Like AJ, here's Joe Joyce. Like AJ, he's pretty good, but I don't know, he's trying to learn on the job, so I don't know. He's timid a little bit. He's a good fighter, but he's kind of timid. I don't know, man. I'm the fucking juggernaut, bitch. To be honest, Kurt, you could have probably shaved your head and just got casted our right as Michael Moore. Yeah, that'd be fucking dope, wouldn't it? I didn't even think about that. Dude has a granite chin. His personality is definitely starting to come along. I remember last year his interviews were so awkward. Yeah, I just want to fight your best guys. Like Tyson Fury. That would be a good fight. I would love that. I would fancy that fight. Anthony Joshua. He's talking a lot, but I hope Eddie Hearn steals the Ngannou fight from Fury because Ngannou would make more money fighting AJ and Fury can focus on Usyk. Vincent, you know what? I'm actually for that. Because, see, Tyson is turning into Floyd, Money Mayweather. See, he's doing that shit. See, this is what happens. You trick the majority of boxing fans. Excuse me. The casuals. You trick them into believing that you're already the best so you don't have to be tested. That's all Fury's doing. That shit he's talking about Usyk and, Usyk, he's a middleweight. He's a bum. He won't be able to take me punches. I'm going to rip right through him. Everyone's talking about he's a great fighter and a great this and a great that. I don't think so. He's a fucking little middleweight. I'll blow him away. And he's talking that shit because he wants to give people the perception that he's just better than everyone. And when you have people already thinking you're better than everyone, you don't really have to fight anyone. As long as you got someone here, you don't have to do anything. You know, because if you got someone here, their first thing when they hear anything objective from Tyson Fury is to say, "You're a hater, fuck you, um, he'll beat any of these guys anyway." You're gonna hear those type of things. Is Beterbiev out of his prime though? He's more like Hopkins in shape, 365, but unlike Hopkins, hasn't had much wear and tear over the last 10 years. Because Hopkins is a different fighter, but Hopkins was on some therapy, some real life shit. Honestly, he was definitely on some. Bernard Hopkins was on some. He had a method to his madness. See, as he got older, and I think he became more spiritual, he became more of a devout Sunni Muslim. I think he stopped. If you notice, like Bernard talked smack, but you seen him kind of tone it down a bit. You didn't see him do a lot of the shit he did when he did with Trinidad back in 2001. You seen a lot. You seen a totally different Bernard Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins is cheap, bro. Do you guys know anything about Bernard? Let me break down Bernard. Bernard bets on himself. Like he bet on himself in that Trinidad fight. If you notice, he had this. I think it was on his trunks. No, it was like something on his back that he bet on himself that he would beat. You know, like guys like Trinidad. Hopkins would go to like buffets, and people hated to serve him because he would never tip. He wouldn't give gratuity or any of that shit. Marshall Z. Sup, Kurt? You going live for the women fight tonight? I might. Nico the best. He does credit. He's great, and he's got great power for his age, but I think Bivol will cause him more problems than Yard. I think Bivol will too. Actually, I think Volsnik gave him more problems. He challenged him in a different way because Volsnik actually kept Beterbiev on the defensive and had him just countering more. What people don't understand about Beterbiev is Beterbiev is very clever for what he does. He's not like, when you see him fight, you're like, nothing special to this fucking guy at all. But if you really pay attention to what he does, he's a hell of a counterpuncher. And since his punches are very heavy, and he has a pretty decent chin too. He just knows he just doesn't abuse it. He gets hit. Oh yeah. Artur gets hit, no doubt about it. He gets hit. No doubt. But he has a way of countering and making his punches count. I think his distance is probably the best, and his counterpunching ability. I think his distance, counterpunching ability, and his punching power. I think Usyk can take it away from Fury. He may. Until that, I'll never lose to a white boy-ish. Then Joe Smith sent him into the crowd. And you know what? He wasn't even talking about Joe Smith. He was talking about Joe Kawasaki. He was talking about the other Joe. I never let a white boy beat me. I never let a white boy beat me. I'm like, he ain't the only one, people. Remember Deontay Wilder? I'm going to make Tyson Fury a Black History trivia question. Yeah. Yeah. You shouldn't do that, man. You set yourself up for that shit. Look, Princess Ahmed did that silly shit. I'm a Muslim and I am just better. Allah is great. Allah Wadbak. I am better. I'm going to beat Barrera. I'm going to knock him out. I'm going to send him back to Mexico. I'm going to beat that boy. I'm going to knock that boy out. I'm going to knock you out. And what happened? He got the shit beat out of him for 12 rounds. Slammed all in the corner and shit like that. He did him wrong. If Better Beeve was deteriorating, he would have been knocked out by Yard. Well, that doesn't mean he's not the same. Doesn't mean he's deteriorating. Deteriorating means you're lacking. He's just not as fresh as he was. So I guess you can argue, but I don't. I think Artur knows, and I think it's based on how he feels. See, only you're in there. You should know how it's like to go 8 rounds. Would he have felt that way 3 years ago, doing the same, pretty much the same shit? He would have knocked out Yard. I just think he would have done it maybe even sooner or felt better doing it. Because as you got older doesn't mean you can't do what you used to do. It means you can't do what you used to do and feel a certain way about it. Let me give you an example, right? I am not 25, but I can take all this, right? This is Crown. This is whiskey. Tennessee whiskey, right? No, it's not. Canadian whiskey. That's Jack Daniels. Let's say I have 6 drinks, get wasted, feeling pretty good, wake up the next day. Not saying I can't take those 6 drinks at my age now. But what I'm saying is at 25, I could wake up and be like, oh, let's go play some basketball. Let's go to the mall. Dude, we got fucked up last night. Whereas now, dude, let's lay up. Let me drink a lot of water and replenish myself. No, I don't feel like going anywhere. But I did the same thing, right? I still drank the alcohol. I still consumed those beverages, and I got wasted. That's how I look at it. Was it when Hopkins fought Smith? Come on, man, special. I don't understand that. People say Schmeling was out of his prime in the rematch with Joe Louis. I mean, he wasn't that old. He wasn't that much older. I mean, he caught Louis, and then Louis came back and beat the shit out of him. Lies opinion. What you saying, Kurt? You all good, mate? Thoughts on Joshua versus Franklin? I think Joshua wins by knockout in round 5. Lion's opinion. Joshua, and I'm going to make a separate video on this. He has to really make a statement. Period. Because now this is one of his probably first ever tune-up fights. Because Joshua, he's Joshua. Joshua, in definition, should be fighting Wilder right now. Not anybody else. Not fucking White, not fucking Jermaine Franklin, nobody. He should be fighting Wilder. Why? Because when you're there, you need to stay there. You can't go here and then come back and then go. No. That's not how it works. Bars. Alcohol is not my forte. Gray. It's beginning not to be mine either. Kurt Evander Holyfield beat Quick Tillis in his first fight at heavyweight. In Temple, I busted at a restaurant in Philly that B-Hop came in. His server gave him a dirty fork and wanted to get him a clean one. And B-Hop said, ma'am, please, I got a t-shirt to clean it on. It's not a problem. Okay. AJ needs a KO, said Callum. He needs something. He needs a definite impression. He needs to be impressive. I can't stand Devin Haney. Like, he's just annoys the shit out of me. For some reason, reminds me of a spoiled kid growing up. Something, don't know what it is because he's a good kid. Vincent, I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. It's his personality. And see, understand this. Everyone that's paying attention, you're not going to get along with everybody. You're not going to get along with the way people talk. Certain things, just frustrates you naturally. I remember a friend of mine I used to date, and she said something that made so much sense. Shout out to Virgin, right? Virgin said, that we were looking at something on TV, and she said, "You know what? I can't stand her face. I get tired of looking at her face." And it's almost when I looked at the person that she was talking about, it made so much sense. Like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like, you wouldn't want to look at her that long. It just, it just clicked, right? So, so I mean, that's with people. A lot of times people can be just opposite of you, or opposite of you at the time, and it just like ticks you off because maybe something happened. But if that's somebody that you just don't like, and you constantly saying like, "Hey, it's something about this guy I don't like. It's his personality," and it's just contrary to yours. That's all. That's it. It happens. I can definitely agree. There's Haney's attitude just really rubs me the wrong way. Haney does remind me of a pretty boy Floyd Mayweather in a way, because he yeah. Not saying he was annoying. I just think Floyd was just trying too much to convince people of what he was saying when he was saying, "I move when I ever want to move." I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be back on HBO. Glad. Thank you, HBO, for having me. I'm like, dude, you sound like a cheerleader right now. You really sound like a cheerleader. But Devin Haney ain't that bad. He ain't that high strung like a pretty boy Floyd was. He's more of a slower guy. He just has that look. That look that Devin Haney has, like when you're talking to him. Like that. I'm alert. I'm aware. What the fuck you about to say next? I'm in think mode, right? I'm in response mode. I agree, Kurt. He has to shut Franklin down for the first 3 rounds, make him look silly, then take him out there by 5. Yeah, I mean, he has to make that fight what it is. Set his punches up, show everyone that he's back, so people can come back watching his shit on Counterpunch Boxing News. We forgive you, Cut. We're back. I'm like, okay, there you cocksuckers. There you go, you bastards. I'll let you look. I mean, I'm not stopping you from watching. I just think when Joshua lost again, and the way he lost, I guess people wasn't going to expect me to say something about it. Like, why the fuck not? He took that shit bad. I've spent 2.5 years talking shit about Deontay Wilder on how he dealt with the loss. Okay? So then AJ does some foul shit directly after the fight, and I not say anything? What kind of fucking channel you think this really is? Let's just call it a buck, man. Like, come on. That makes no sense. That makes no sense at all to me. Everybody gets counterpunched. If it's for a few thousand subscribers, okay, oh well. You got to take the good with the bad. You do. You have to take the good with the bad. You can't, oh, AJ's cool. He's doing a cool AJ video. All right. Well, wait a minute. What did he say about AJ? I don't have to watch him again. No, you really don't. You don't. Floyd, the type of person who can box but can't win a street fight. Floyd is on another one. I never cared for his attitude. Yeah, if you don't like Devin Haney, I know you're not gonna like pretty boy Floyd Mayweather. Because I mean, what do you think he got most of that shit from? That cockiness and the little quick responses and shit. He got that from Floyd hanging around watching him as a kid. When you see someone grow up and you see mannerisms, and you're gonna take from that person's personality, you're gonna sponge it up. Most people are sponges anyway. They're just one dry sponge ready to be sucked up by whatever, right? That's how it goes. You think AJ is gun shy since Ruiz and Usyk? What's the truth? I don't think he's gun shy. I think he's really apprehensive. That doesn't mean gun shy. That doesn't mean he can't punch. I think he thinks about what he does before he does it, but the people that are the person that he's been in there with had him like that. There is not a fighter in the heavyweight division that fights like Alexander Usyk, and he fought him twice, and he lost twice to him. You want me to prove it to you? Wonderful. Wait until Joshua fights Jermaine Franklin. And if you see, damn, AJ knocked him the fuck out. There you go. Tried to tell you that. I mean, he knocked him out cold. People didn't say shit on the Pulev fight, but Pulev was another awkward fighter. That spinning and twirling jab he does. You remember Pulev. Remember Pulev? Pulev was, Pulev was... He holds that right here. He never... And it's crazy because it's like... I thought it was impressive by Floyd because Floyd actually timed it. I think AJ should box like Ruiz, similar style, fast hands, slow feet. No, because he's too tall for all that shit. That's what made him get the shit knocked out of him, fighting someone like Ruiz. No, you don't do that. You're taking away from his natural ability. He's tall. You can't fight like Tyson and be built like Klitschko, bro. It just don't, it's not going to work for you. We've seen that. We've seen Ruiz see AJ right here and BAM! Changed his world. Floyd, AJ is not gun shy, he's getting hit shy. Scance rants. Where is Zaro's two-time? That guy disappeared after AJ lost to Usyk the first time. You know what? I haven't seen Zaro's two-time in a long time. That is true. Zaro's two-time. Where you at? You've been summoned by Scance Rants. Cousin of the Watcher. Just kidding. Oh man, that's a new series I saw on Netflix, bro. I saw that shit. It was really spooky. Yeah, but he did. It was another one, dude. He was like an AJ cat, real hard. Zaro's two times. Zaro's was pretty cool. It was another guy though, man, that I really don't know his name right now. Zaro's two times. I forget, but I mean, he got on this, man, he was talking shit like, AJ's the best, he's going to knock people out, he's going to come back, and I'm like, okay, that's what's up. AJ needs to back to being the wrecking ball. He really needs to impressively stop Franklin to prove he still has it. What's the truth? You're right. I agree with you. Ricky Torres. It was funny when Bill Haney yelled at Tank's coach online. I believe the boxing talk and said Devin would knock out Tank. But Devin not known for knocking people out. That's just Bill getting mad. Nah, he's really not. See, Floyd, Pretty Boy Floyd, he didn't knock you out. He just beat the shit out of you until they stopped him. I'll say this, man. Might I dare say this? Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather, would have stopped George Kambosos in the first fight. There would have been a second fight because Floyd would have beat him so much in the first fight that they wouldn't want another one. Like you remember how Bernard Hopkins beat Trinidad so bad that they didn't even want a rematch? Had Trinidad crying and shit. Trinidad was hurt, boy. I used to love Floyd because I always felt like he was playing a character. And other than ducking Manny for years, Floyd backed up all his talk and beat all the killers. I'm a gorilla, I'm a dog. I'm Floyd Money Mayweather. I'm going to tax that ass too. What's with the news with Wilder versus Ruiz? Is Wilder still running from him? Wilder, I think Wilder's still debating if he wants to fight him or not. That's what I think. I think Wilder is, thinking, hey, maybe I may need to go another route because Andy Ruiz is not good enough for me. And I'll say this to counterpunch that whole concept, right? I think Wilder doesn't want to fight Ruiz because Ruiz last got beat by Joshua. He's the guy that did Joshua in, but he's also the guy that Joshua beat, and he beat him later. And I think honestly that Wilder is a type of guy that, honestly, man, I don't think he likes to be compared to anybody. Listen, Wilder can't fight Ruiz. He has a statue, for Christ's sake. To this day. To this day. I got a statue. Lowe's Grant, same thing, bro. He don't want to throw combinations because he will leave himself open for counter. He needs to learn how to throw fucking combinations and protect himself at the same time. Mastermind 96. Kurt with the size advantage. LL Cool J will beat Money Mayweather ass in a boxing match. That ain't gonna happen. LL, you seen LL lately? He's just like, he's getting on that Barry Bonds weight size. He's just like, his body is catching up with his head. He's getting solid. He's looking like Leonard Ellerby. LL Cool J is looking like Leonard Ellerby, bro. Like, you can't make this shit up. Jason Calloway, throwing the belts out of the ring, Kurt. Why didn't AJ get suspended? Jason, I don't know. Maybe because of that shit he did after. Maybe he came back and cleaned it up. Maybe, just maybe, but guess what? We'll never know because he stopped himself and said, yo, you're gonna lose a lot of money doing this dumb shit. Get your emotional ass back in the ring and do what you're supposed to do. He was still mad, though. I mean, he just did that because he made a business decision. He'd have stopped. He didn't even want to shake his dad's hand. So you think he was really cool? No, he was still mad. He just had to fucking fake it. AJ had to fake it. Why? Because he knew. This is AJ. This is him coming down. His dad's right here, right? Get off me. Get off me. He got that, AJ got that wall. Then he stops. I would like to give a round of applause to Alexander Usyk. Usyk. When I say Usyk, everybody say hip hop. Listen, I'm 18 stone. I had problems. I'm not a 12-round fighter. I was talking. Because he had the Ukrainian flag wrapped around him. I'm not a 12-round fighter. I'm 18 stone. This shit's hard. I've been boxing since I was 20 years old. So it was almost like, dude, are you about to announce fucking retirement? That's what I was thinking, honestly. I was thinking, oh shit, AJ's lost it, and he's about to announce his retirement. That's what I thought. Because he started saying, like, I started at 20. I haven't been doing this all my life, like some people. And then people just thought like, damn, bro, when like you mad as fuck because you lost a split decision, like you should be happy. He should be, who he should have been like? He should have been more like Sean Porter. Remember when Sean Porter lost to like Keith Thurman? He's like, oh, like it was like almost there because it wasn't like a robbery. It was a fucking split decision between two competitive guys. That's what it was. No ifs, ands, buts about it. That's what it was. Okay? That's what he should have been. He did better than he did against this man, this fight, or last fight. I used to like Broner when homie came to the ring versus Manny with On God and them on his shorts with his pops brushing his hair. I was in tears like he's doing too much and I'm here for it. Vincent, yeah, Pops, brush my hair. Hey, say. It's AB. I agree. That's what we need to see. AJ aggressive and not trying to pity pat box. AJ hasn't been the same since Klitschko. Ooh, wait a minute. Somebody dropping knowledge. Juice literally said he's not going to be in a war like that again. Well, I remember that, and a lot of people forget the Klitschko fight. The Klitschko fight, he went down and had to get his ass back up. I think AJ is too big. Like, those muscles betray him every fucking fight. The fights that they don't betray him in, or betray him in rather, is when he gets a knockout. And then I think in his mind he thinks it's the muscles. It's not the muscles, motherfucker. It's your punching power. It's your technique. It's the things that you learn. It ain't because of what you look like. It ain't for all those muscles you're throwing that you think, oh, it might add some weight or whatever. But dude, it's about technique and how do you land punches. You think Bob Foster, being as skinny as he was, can't punch? That's like Deontay Wilder. What happened when he packed on muscle? Same shit. Same old shit. He got tired, and Tyson Fury. Break! Break! Get off his head! That's exactly what happened. When was the last time AJ KO'd someone? Pulev. AJ struggles with smaller fighters. Ruiz punched him back harder. Usyk was too quick in range and doesn't go forward, which was great. With me, the difference is Floyd is authentic and Haney just doesn't seem authentic, like his clearly copying Floyd, whereas Floyd was blazing a trail. I like pioneers and people who push. Yeah, Vincent, I'm with you. Zaro's 2 times had a wrench and used to threaten to block me every time, every live stream. Now he's disappeared, and I'm the loyal follower with the wrench. You know what the Scants Ranch, that shit reminds me of? That shit reminds me of like when Bill Cosby used to talk shit about Eddie Murphy. You cannot say filth, flooring, filth. I didn't say filth, flooring, filth. I'm offended you called. Fuck you. You cannot say fuck. Pops, he said these things. What things? He said this stuff. What stuff? He said, oh, hey, hello, MF, motherfucking and sucking. Kiss my dick. Bye. You cannot say things like that to people. Mr. Landlord shows up every 6 months. Now he's my guy, though. Yeah, I haven't seen him either. Yeah, Mr. Landlord. Yeah, Lionel Richie. Yeah. And it's crazy. It's like I look to see these people in person and they got the same emoji. You know what I mean? James Quick Tillis lost a close 10-round decision. 6-4 to Iron Mike Tyson. Larry Carcillo. How about this Tommy Fury going to make $2 million to get knocked out? Well, he better save that $2 million and buy him a couple fucking houses. Michael Buffer, we haven't for a long time. I think AJ needed a decent trainer because Rob McCrappen is an amateur coach. He trained Froch, but Froch had a chin. I think this new trainer for AJ is lit. Lion's opinion. Well, I mean, at this point, though, let's see. Because now people have gave their counterpunch, their opinions about him leaving. Call Froch, he's pissed. He doesn't like AJ. I don't think he liked AJ anyway. I think AJ just overshined him and did too much than he did in his career, and he got jelly because Carl Froch is an egotistical bastard that has his own ego the size of the moon. So when you bring the sun up to the moon, he's going to obviously be mad. Excuse me. Y'all saw an interview of Mike admitting to raping chicks? Hello, fucking wow. Oh, God, I shouldn't even. Yeah. I didn't see that. I didn't say that either. Fuck. The man Floyd's career was the first of the manufactured careers. Well, the last part was. I mean, they strategically navigated Floyd through boxing. There was fights that he was not going to fight, period. You fight Floyd when you get an opportunity to fight Floyd, but only when that happens. You're not going to demand anything. Look at Manny. Manny couldn't demand anything. He was just so popular. By popular demand, he got the fight with Floyd, but it was more than that. It had to be at the right time, at the right place, at the right setting, and they were both at a fucking basketball game, and they gave each other their numbers. And I think when Floyd knew after he beat Canelo, there was nothing, I repeat, nothing else that he could possibly do to make that type of revenue as a professional boxer. Even though he makes 20, 30 million a fight anyhow. But I think he was looking forward to that bag. I mean, that bag that required mucho dinero, mucho plata. And that was Manny Pacquiao, right? Because, I mean, you could only clown a fighter for getting knocked out so much until you realize, like, yo, I need that same bastard to make me some money, right? His mama said, knock him out. Scance rants, it was Manny's strategy to be scared of needles. Vincent, Kurt, you're 1,000% correct on Pretty Boy Floyd. He would have did Cambosos like he did Gotti. Yeah, he'd have, dude. Haney is, look, listen to me. Haney is not a Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather. You can see where Floyd trained him, and you can see some of the habits, some of the techniques. Sure, you can see that from Haney, but he's not Floyd. Floyd will hit you with 4 straight right hands with off a pull counter, and then follow up. Floyd will do this. This is Pretty Boy Floyd. Floyd will hit you. Floyd will hit you. He will just keep beating you. He will not stop at all. Whereas Haney's more like, you know, that's Haney. 2 different fighters. He's like if how Joshua's apprehensive, he's like an apprehensive Floyd. How did you you beat me? How? Anyone notice AJ has never came to a Fury fight and called him out? Now that's absolutely true. But for that matter, they've never been at the same venue at the same time. Have you noticed that though? Because let's counterpunch it though. Wes, the truth. Let's tell the truth. Okay. We didn't see Anthony Joshua. We didn't see him at the Derek Chisora fight. And you could argue he's almost always at a Derek Chisora fight. He was there for the last one, wouldn't he? He was there when he fought Usyk, wouldn't he? He was there for that. He was there when he got knocked out by Dillian White. Remember their second fight? Bars. In the 11th round, he was there. That's when Dillian White, I'm talking about that lanky piece of shit over there. That lanky piece of shit. Right? Is Wilder pregnant yet? Lion F God 9. Fury scared of the BBC. He doesn't like that channel. What's BBC? This is a good point that AJ has never went to a Fury fight because all the UK boxers all go to each other's fights. How you doing, bro? Decker, I feel good, man. I feel good. I like Roy Jones' reaction to big bodybuilder at the press conference. It was funny. Guy doing push-ups in front of him. That's a big fucking dude, though, bro. That's a big dude. West the bad choice was not hyping Usyk up as he should have been before the fight because AJ was never going to beat Usyk. I don't think Fury can either. He's just better. Oh, Steve Matthews. Afternoon, Kurt. Steve Carpet. Do you think the Tommy Fury fight to go on points? That was great. Hair looking good. Appreciate you, brother. Vincent looked like Better Be fights or tour. Look at Better Be fights or tour made them physical and gave Usyk problems. I think Better Be will give anybody problems. It's like he avoids people's attacks to get his own punches through, and he's very good at doing that. Jared Anderson is back on 8th of April versus somebody. Yeah, good for him. When that somebody is actually somebody, yeah, let me know. Because he's beating the shit out of guys now. Yeah, he's beating the shit out of guys. What do we got? Hope things are okay with you and your family, Kurt. Alexander St. Hill. Yeah, they're going to have to be. Is Anderson top ranked? Yeah, Anderson is top ranked. God bless you, man. God bless you, Alexander St. Hill. So innocent. BBC News channel. Fury scared. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Wes the Truth. Plant. Caleb Plant. I'm going to do a video tonight on Caleb Plant. But I'm going to tell you guys just straight off the press. Plant looks more worried about David Benavidez than he was about Canelo. You remember he walked up on Canelo and tried to pimp slap him. He didn't do that shit with David, did he? You ain't gonna do nothing. Had his hands in his pockets. You ain't gonna do nothing. I'm like, yo, what do you got in your pockets? Top tip, I'm using 6 kg weights 3 times a day and I'm Ew. Well, I feel okay for 50. One yo. Great. Get it in, bro. Get it in. I don't want to be like Stallone at 75, all buff and masculine, old white beard and shit. Oh. This is Kurt Reveal with Counter Punch Boxing News. And I have some new news concerning whoever the fuck I want to talk about. I'll have 300,000 subscribers by then. Let's give you guys the counter punch. Yeah, man, I was been watching Tulsa King. That's a bum show, man. Me and my dad was watching that. Remember, February 16th, that's the day that Tank Davis has to get through to make the Ryan Garcia super fight. Okay, we will see. We will definitely see. Erica Cruz, unfazed by Katie Taylor. Cool, cool. But guys, I'm gonna jump off of here. If anybody has anything else to say, anything else to donate, show some love. I'm about to go see my pops. But yeah, give you guys a few minutes. If you'd like to contribute, bye Felicia. CP to all. Damn you, Lions opinions. Have a great evening, weekend. God bless. Thanks, Kurt. Good luck with your dad. Tell Pops we said hang in there. I appreciate you guys. Wesley Gamble, see ya. Lions opinions. Bye, Felicia. I got a cousin named Felicia, actually, and it's a trip. Super Tanker, Baby Belt Chaser. West the Truth in there with the thumbs up. Okay. I guess that's it. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I'm about to see him. And you guys take it easy. God bless you. Have an amazing weekend. And everyone has been counterpunched. Peace.